Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Thariq HAFIZULLAH bin Muhammad SHUKRI, and my metric number is 1211842. And today I'm going to be presenting my industrial training presentation at Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. First thing first, let's go to the background of the organization for Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. So, for background of the organization, we'll see the different units that can be found in Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak, the vision and mission of Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak, and also the objective of this organization. So, PAIK Gombak consists of several units, which is Dakwah Unit, Family Law Unit, Enforcement Management Unit, Management Service Unit, Mosque Management Unit, Islamic Education Unit, and also Research and Development Unit. The vision for Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak is to realizing khaira al-ummah. Meanwhile, the mission for Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak is to together dominate the truth and goodness of Islam. There are several objectives for Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. And firstly is to provide infrastructure for Islamic institutions at the best, most efficient and effective service delivery system. Secondly, is to offer strong religious education to Muslims in the state of Selangor. Thirdly, is to plan, implement, and monitor dakwah, which is Islamic outreach programs for all levels of society. Fourthly, to plan, implement, and monitor Islamic family development programs. Next is to enforce existing and applicable Islamic affairs laws. Next one is to uphold the excellence of most institutions towards unity and the development of the Ummah, which is Muslim community itself. Next is to strengthen and protect the faith, which is Aqidah, and Islamic laws, which is Sharia, and the Ummah of the Ummah through research, monitoring, and enforcement. Next objective is to plan and implement training to improve the quality of Islamic affairs management. And finally, is to ensure the delivery system of Islamic affairs management at the district level operates efficiently and effectively. Now we are going through tasks and activities given to me during my 16 weeks of internship at Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. Firstly is making calls and answering calls. During the course of my internship, one of the significant responsibilities I was assigned involved handling official communication with clients and members of the public, which played an essential role in ensuring the smooth operation of the department's daily administrative tasks. This included making outbound calls to inform mosque administrators and community members regarding the appointment of the khatib for the coming congregational prayer sessions. In addition to that, I was also responsible for answering incoming calls from the public, many of which were inquiries or concerns related to marriage matters. These calls often involve individuals seeking advice on marriage registration procedures, requesting information on available marriage slots, or expressing personal concerns involving family or marital issues. Through these communication tasks, I developed my interpersonal and customer service skills while gaining valuable insight into the responsibilities of religious and administrative staff in addressing the needs and concerns of the Muslim community. My next task is visiting the court. I had the opportunity to visit the Sharia law court to deepen my understanding of the procedures carried out within the court. This visit allowed me to observe firsthand the trial process, especially cases commonly handled by the Sharia law court, such as divorce, child custody, maintenance, and minor violations related to Islamic affairs. I also learned about the fines imposed on offenders upon conviction, where the amount of the fine depends on the type of case and the applicable Sharia laws in force. This experience helped me understand the judicial process in terms of hearing procedures, the presentation of evidence, and how court decisions are made. Overall, the visit provided me with a clearer picture of the role of Sharia court in upholding justice and enforcing Islamic law at the lower court level. My next task is to fill in the married couples data information. One of the tasks I performed during my internship was filling in the detailed information of married couples for the official marriage certificate issuance. This process involved accurately entering the full names of both spouses, their identification numbers, and the official date of marriage, and so on. Additionally, I was required to record information about the wali also, which is their guardian, and witnesses involved in the solemnization ceremony, including their names and identification numbers and their relationship to the bride or groom. Other essential details, such as the exact time and location of the marriage ceremony, were also documented. All this information had to be completed meticulously and precisely, as it would be entered into the system for the printing of a legally valid marriage certificate, which the couple would use for various official purposes in the future. My next activity is when I became a program coordinator for the Halal Awareness Outreach Program in Hulu Kelang. One of my tasks during my internship was serving as the program coordinator for the Halal Awareness Outreach Program aimed at the community in Hulu Kelang. This activity greatly benefited me as an intern, as it enhanced my communication and organizational skills through direct involvement in community engagement. I was also able to gain valuable exposure to real world issues related to halal awareness, which deepened my understanding of its importance in society. Additionally, the experience improved my ability to coordinate events, work in a team, and interact effectively with members of the public and relevant authorities. My next task is when I became secretariat and examination invigilator for the Kafah Teachers Entrance Examination. As an intern at the Islamic Education Unit, I was entrusted with the role of secretariat and examination invigilator for the Kafah Teachers Entrance Examination. This opportunity gave me valuable exposure to the administrative and operational aspects of managing an official examination. I assisted in tasks such as preparing examination materials, handling candidate registration, and also helping ensure the exam was conducted in an orderly and professional manner. Additionally, I gained hands on experience in maintaining examination discipline and supporting the supervising officers, which improved my organizational skills and attention to detail. My next task, and also we can say that this is my next experience at Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak, is becoming a marriage witness. I was also given the opportunity to assist in the marriage solemnization process by serving as a witness to the officer who was authorized to act as the marriage registrar, which is juru nikah, during the ceremony. This involvement allowed me to gain a closer understanding of the official procedures that must be followed in a marriage, including the verification of the identities of the bride and groom, the wali, which is the guardian, and also the two legitimate witnesses. As a witness, I was responsible for ensuring that all the information provided was accurate and that the marriage was conducted in accordance with Islamic law and the legal regulations in force. This experience provided me with valuable exposure to the responsibilities of a witness in ensuring the validity of a marriage contract and helped me to become more aware of matters related to Islamic family affairs. My next task during my 16 weeks of internship in Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak is to assist with the collection of religious schools and kafah textbooks in Kang. As part of my duties during my internship at the Islamic Education Unit, I accompanied an officer to Klang to collect religious schools and kafah textbooks for distribution to religious and Kafah primary schools around the Gombak district. This task provided me with hands-on experience in logistical coordination and strengthened my understanding of how educational resources are managed and distributed within the system. It also gave me the opportunity to observe interagency cooperation and support field operations outside the office environment and enhancing my adaptability and teamwork skills. For my next task is night patrol and delivery of arrest warrants. First thing first, I want to give some disclaimer, which is this task does not include any photographs, as taking pictures during the operation was strictly prohibited in accordance with the established procedures. I was also given the opportunity to join night patrols with the Sharia law enforcement officers as part of the effort to monitor and prevent activities that violate Sharia law in the Gombak area and its surroundings. These patrols are usually carried out on a regular basis, especially in locations identified as high risk for offences such as harwat, which is close proximity between non-Mahram individuals, and also immoral conduct. During this assignment, I was also directly involved in the process of delivering arrest warrant letters to individuals who refused to cooperate by failing to appear in court on the scheduled date. The delivery of these warrants was conducted in a respectful and professional manner in accordance with the procedures set by the religious authorities. This experience provided me with extensive exposure to the enforcement of aspects of Islamic law, as well as the responsibilities of the department in safeguarding the well being of the Muslim community through actions grounded in legal procedures and Islamic values. For my next and final task during my 16 weeks of internship is to manage filing and correspondence as an intern. One of my core responsibilities as a practical student or intern was managing office files and handling correspondence tasks. This included organizing and updating physical files, recording minutes and notes for files, which is filing minutes, as well as managing incoming and outgoing letters. Through this experience, I developed a greater understanding of administrative workflows, improved my attention to detail, and enhance my organizational and clerical skills, which will become essential abilities for working in any professional office setting. Finally, let's see some findings and recommendations during my 16 weeks of internship at Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. The first finding is the exposure to Islamic administrative procedures. Secondly, is the enhancement of soft skills. As I said before, I gain valuable enhancement of organizational skills and interactive skills with the people and the public. And thirdly, is the understanding the enforcement of Sharia law. For the recommendations, the first recommendation is to improve digitalization and documentation systems. Secondly, for the second recommendations is enhancement of internal training for interns. And third recommendations is the interns' involvement in community programs. I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening to my brief presentation for my industrial training presentation at Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my university supervisor, Dr. Shahira Safini, and also my industrial supervisor, Puan Shamsia binti Shamsuddin, for the endless guidance during my 16 weeks of internship at Pejabat Agama Islam Daerah Gombak. I think that's all from me. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.